I've been looking at the book of Acts in the New Testament, the Acts of the Apostles, as sometimes people call it. And I've got to Acts chapter 14. I'm just going to read a little bit of Acts 14 here. At Iconium, Paul and Barnabas went as usual into the Jewish synagogue. There they spoke so effectively that a great number of Jews and Gentiles believed. But the Jews who refused to believe stirred up the Gentiles and poisoned their minds against the brothers. So Paul and Barnabas spent some considerable time there, speaking boldly for the Lord, who confirmed the message of his grace by enabling them to do miraculous signs and wonders. It's very interesting that the significant switch that happens in Acts, Acts 13, and the preceding story around Cornelius as well, that sense of the church becoming one that affects the Gentiles, that impacts the Gentile world, that's not just a Jewish sect, but one that's for a much wider audience. That then continues on into Acts 14, and we actually see that there's some contention around that message going out to the Gentiles, to the non-Jewish people. And I just want to say really here that it's very interesting that by this point, Paul and Barnabas have really seen their mission as quite freely affecting both Jews and Gentiles. They seem to be influencing both communities very effectively. And even when there's opposition, this stirs them to boldness and courage. And in actual fact, we're told that the Lord also works on their behalf. He confirms the message of his grace by enabling them to do miraculous signs and wonders. There's tremendous grace from God backing up, supporting the things that they're saying, even when they've had opposition. I pray today that we would know God's grace on our lives. We'd see his power at work. And when we're discouraged, when things come against us, perhaps when we've got things which are militating against us, getting the word out to the right people at the right time, that we'll be encouraged by this tremendous grace of God that enables us, that equips us, that empowers us to get this good news of Jesus out to all people everywhere. And I pray that for you today as well. I pray that for myself, that we'll be able to pass on this message of Jesus to all sorts of people from all sorts of backgrounds, that their minds wouldn't be poisoned by the negatives that come along. So often people might be open to the truth, but suddenly all sorts of negative things are said, lots of crazy stuff is said, lots of unhelpful things are said, which will try and turn people away from the gospel. But we see often in Acts how God works on behalf of his church, how he works on behalf of people like Paul, and to back up, to support, to confirm the message that they're saying. And this is a powerful force behind everything. It's not just one man saying his thing. It's not just a small group of people with an interesting idea, but it's a powerful message which God himself backs up and supports, and wants all people to understand and to be able to receive and to transform their lives as a result.